Yes, tighten your seatbelts. I'm playing Titan, so you have to tighten your seatbelts. I'll keep this hand and I'll just draw a Simic Chamber in my first draw step. Or at the very least a Crumbling Vestige. Titan 2 days in a row and maybe Magda in between rounds. Just maybe. Maybe we'll try to goldfish another victim with Magda Changelings. Song of Creation PO. No. Would this hand be actually keepable? Because I probably shouldn't have kept it. Would it be actually keepable if I had a Cavern of Souls over a second Boseiju, maybe? Eugen Eye of Storms, cool. Cool card. Ancient Steerings, awesome. Urza's Mine. Whoa, actual Tron. Okay. Draw step reveal. Is it gonna be a Simic Chamber or will I look like a fool? Come on, opponent. Ah, no Grove Chamber. Sad. No nie. This is a nightmare. Oi. Close your eyes, chat. This one's gonna be ugly. Legendary lands, huh? Am I right? Bro, just fucking pass your stupid priority. Thank you. No, I have to hold up instant mana for Kozilek's command. No, I can't click F6. Sure. That's fine. Two Boseijus legend ruled in a single turn. And I'm not even analyst looping yet. I make 2 Eldrazi spawns, I draw card. I untap, I play Ugin, I exile Spelunking, I draw a card and gain 3 life. I pass. Okay, I untap, I grow Simic Chamber, I win. That's the plan. That's the plan at least. Good morning, Kahoot, dude Ryan. Hope the morning is in fact extremely good for all of you, chat. Hi, Kozilek's Commander. It is not easy to cast such a card. It certainly takes a while. Alright, 4 mana floated. What's next? Is it perhaps the only instant in the deck being put on the stack? Sure, seems like it. If I get unlucky, this game could be another game where I will regret not having map. Should I perhaps reconsider map's presence in the deck? It's been pretty bad to draw often. But, you know, at first when I cut it, the spots where I missed map didn't matter at all, didn't happen, and then they just kind of piled up lately. If you have cavern, map gets better, sure. Or rather, if you have map, cavern gets better. Whichever direction you want to position that. Trad Arbor that enters tapped. Well, that doesn't... would need haste as well to work the way you'd like to. Have you tried more Cory Phoenix from the future? A little bit. I've actually been trying to climb on Arena. So I can play Standard on Arena in Mythic with Final Fantasy cards. That would be convenient. And I was stuck deep in Bronze 4 for many years at this point. So I've been climbing with Corey Phoenix from the future, but in best of one. And it's been pretty good, but also I've been playing against silver opponents so far. Which, you know, you can't comment on size of someone's lag. Well, I just did. Oh, see, chat, they actually did exactly what I was saying. See, and I grew Simic Growth Chamber. It was all foretold. It took us many minutes to get to this point, but exactly what I prophesied happened, so very nice. Yeah, it's lovely. Some 6-6-4 6-6-4-6 swinging in the morning. But yeah, to quickly finish the tangent about Phoenix, I actually, for a moment I thought, alright, what if Phoenix actually just sucks in this deck and I want to play like this? Just the cantrips, and then I get to play Swift Spears to have more monsters that wield profts. And just focus on profts plus artist talent without having to cast 3 spells in a single turn. And I think that felt way worse. Also, somehow this deck only has 4 play with fire. So then I just played Phoenix. 5 islands is a lot, but honestly the verges and islands were pretty smooth and nice. But could maybe rethink that. But we do have 11, 8 plus 7, 15 red on turn 1, if you really need to, which is a lot more than Phoenix ever got to do. You want a Hall in the mana base still? Well, sure, you can play Hall, but for me, Hall was just entering tapped and not doing anything ever. But this felt really smooth and nice, and of course, I've been playing best of 1 so far, so I don't know about the sideboard, but it's probably alright as well. Canista, canista. So, unfortunately, I just checked and Pioneer is not even a showcase challenge format this season. So I won't really have many opportunities to play Phoenix. There was a Pioneer qualifier in which I played an undercooked list, which I think I basically just lost games to my list running too few lands because I net decked people who run 18 lands with picklocks in their deck. So it was an absolute waste, and if I wouldn't get mana screwed, there's no way I would be losing. But there's not gonna be too many opportunities besides just regular challenges, unfortunately. You are actually enjoying Pioneer lately, good for you, yeah. Like it's a format, right? It's like not inherently boring or bad, really. It's just if you enjoy cards, then I think it very well can be enjoyable. Also, Fabsi, thank you very much for the sub. Let's get Woodland just in case. And then if you decline to search with the other ones. The goal, have more time than my opponent does while killing them with the Amulet combo. Seems like it worked. So we're up against Tron. It seems like a no changes angle. Because if it's actually like call as Tron build around Eugene, it just doesn't do anything against Titan. Neither do I have any sideboard cards. I don't want Mystical Dispute, so I guess I will just resubmit. Yes, Dispute is to acknowledge no from existing. The matchup is not good. And especially if you don't have any sideboard cards. It's probably not good either if I have a Vexing Bauble and 2 Disputes, but it should be noticeably better. You know what, maybe I'll bring Force of Vigor over a Grazer. I don't really need 4 Grazers against Tron, so... Maybe we can Force of Vigor Talismans or some other annoying crap that villain would like to put in play. This end goes turn 2 Explore and it's hoping for a turn 4 Titan. I need to play Simic Growth Chamber on turn 2 with my extra land drop from Explore. Get back Crumbling Vestige, then if I draw a Spelunking or Amulet, it's gonna be a turn 4. Probably should look for something better against Tron on the draw. Is this better? I get to Boseiju on turn 2, they move to 5. Oh, let's keep. I get to go... I probably should put back Echoing Deeps and play Urza's Cave turn 1, frankly, but... Because now I have to play Echoing Deeps with no benefit, yeah. Mistake, for sure. And I would just have an Urza's Cave in play rather than Echoing Deeps, which seems just straight up beneficial, right? Talisman of Curiosity. To Ancient Steerings, the stack migrated to the bottom of the screen, but Opponent hits a Karn, which means that they will likely get to cast it. So I guess my turn 2 Boseiju barely does anything. As long as they have a basic in their deck. Forest makes sense that they do have a basic in their deck. Carnold. What do we see? Coating. Okay, makes sense. Nice coating, idiot. It's actually pretty nice, yeah. No need to be so rude. Hexproof coming in handy? Not really, I will still have a land in play that they can target, so... Hexproof would come in handy if I could end the turn with just Lotus Field in play, but I couldn't. Whoa, kurwa. What, co? Devoted Druid? Do they have a combo, or is it just for speed? They have Luxior? To make infinite mana? With Karn? Cool. Cool tech. Thank you for the sub, Uguziano. Might be hard to win this game, or even straight up impossible. I have trouble imagining my outs. Top deck Amuletos, and then what? Well, okay, there is our hope. Opponent activated liquid metal coating, targeting liquid metal coating, so liquid metal coating became an artifact. Interesting play. Spelunking plus drawing a land with it. Well, once my opponent has done this, then yes. That's an option. Maybe I was still fine if they actually killed my land. Really, Brigade? If I draw Spelunking into... specifically... Vestige. Amulet of Spelunking still wins, right? So if they actually killed my land and I only had Lotus Field, then it doesn't really win. I only would have 2 lands in play for my Scapeshift. Sounds rough. But we'll see. A 3 land Scapeshift can find Lotus Field, bounce land, get 2 bounce land back to my hand. Play 0/0 Cultivator Colossus and try to combo off from there. Which seems very possible. And now every turn, because I got an extra land, we actually have that extra out of... hitting Amulet or Spelunking. Well, Amulet, yeah, works as well. Spelunking needs to top deck a land. Too bad I don't have Delirium. Would be funny if they targeted the Shifting Woodland. Coating and then with Karn. But I would actually turn it into a Spelunking. They did choose the Crumbling Vestige, which is interesting. What if I draw a Pact? That finishes Delirium. I copy Spelunking and don't really get anywhere. They exiled Emrakul, the Aeon Storm. We are doing Wednesday streams now, yeah. For the longest time, Wednesday was free because it was my FNM day, which is an extremely good reason, but we just no longer really play them. Wow, it's Eugene, Breaking Modern, careful. So in fact, there's gonna be 2 streams today. This Prelim and the 6 p.m. Modern Challenge. Devoted Druid Throne. We truly live in the future. Walking Barista, really? Unlucky draws plus opponent doing great stuff. Probably should have mulligan, frankly, as well. But if I get lucky, I'm still fine. Not lucky. I guess if they play Force of Vigor, I will just play Vexing Bauble against them. Yeah. Sounds solid. Now I'm going to be on the play, so there is no way I can lose. Should I even turn 1 Saga alongside my Amulet? I think so. Turn 3 win if you turn 1 Saga. Should be. I'll have 2 lands and I Scapeshift for 2 Vestiges to get +2 mana, and then I... Yeah, it's gonna be a turn 3 win. Because turn 3 I'll have Forest, Saga, Amulet in play, so I have 2 mana. Search an Amulet. Vestige to get colorless green, so I have 5 mana. So I Scapeshift with 1 mana floating, I get 2 Vestiges, I get +6 mana. So I go to 7 mana, I Scapeshift, I go to 3 mana, and I Scapeshift for Bounce Land, Tolaria West. So I go to 9 mana, so I transmute, get Analyst, replay all of the lands. Sounds good then. Opponent move to 5, there is no way they're gonna have a Force of Vigor on 5. And if they do, they have 3 cards in hand, so maybe I can just stop the Spelunking in time. Talisman of Curiosity. No nie, wypadł kurwa z mojego Ankipu. Ty śmieciu. Ty skurwysynie, no. Ty najgorszy, najplugawszy. Alright chat, Spelunking, waiting room. Last card is Karn, hopefully not. That would be hard. Exclamation point Prelim. What is it that you want to ask, my friend? Alright, at least no Karn. Amulet, good draw. There's some value in keeping it in hand, but probably not too much. Like my opponent has a Force of Vigor and a colorless card, and they draw Karn and they tap out of Force of Vigor. And I might need more mana if they make a spawn. Alright, let's draw something good. Explore, Spelunking, Amulet, Urza's Cave. I think that's actually quite alright. No, it's not that good. Again, Colossus with What, 3 lands in hand? That sounds really good. Probably a guaranteed win if my opponent doesn't intercept me further. Ancient Steerings, that means that they cannot Force of Vigor my Amulet. They have a Talisman of Curiosity. So I think we have a deterministic victory. And if I draw an Explore, it's gonna be even more a Grazer, I guess. Vestige is fine. I play 7 mana 0/0. With no extra lands, but it's still fine. Zero lands out of Colossus. I mean, I hit cards that guaranteed a victory, so I would say it's fairly... it's fine. It's not too absurd. I can go to Yemen. I'm an analyst. Get on the plane. Kill your tower, by the way. This is actually a really bad idea, because if opponent left, then they wouldn't be able to click the confirmation, and I would be waiting for them forever. Ojeju. Stuck when no Spelunka. Allosaurus spiked overnight in paper. To how much? Bro's economy is in fact made up. Or maybe not, like people actually do want Allosaurus riders, but it's kind of funny. Is Neoform actually good? It's alright. It's way better than it was ever. Because there is not as much blue, I guess, mostly. Probably the last match, so... No pressure, yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of reasonable, like once it's 10 people waiting for you, 20 people, 19 people waiting for you, then are you sure you want to massive all of them? Actually only spiked in American market. American market is just as corrupted as the American society. So cards spiking there shouldn't reflect on reality. Simple. It's gonna spike in you too. Sure, buddy. Do you have your playsets of Allosaurus Riders, chat? Pre-release promo even. I envy you. Wait, now villain scoops? Curious. Their victim in that movie. I think I should play Amulet. Grazer might just be better later. If my opponent plays a turn 1 Ragavan, I guess I will regret it slightly, but not really. If they play a turn 1... Yeah, actually it's fine that I kept Ragavan because I can play double Spelunking this turn. Nice draw. No point in exploring this turn. Do you know any Storm players I can check, guys? What do you mean? Like, you want a sideboard guide or something along those lines? Or you want hot Storm players to check out to just satisfy your other desires? Hmm. Kind of wasted the Grazer, maybe, in a way. Turns out, well, not really at the time. It's a bit tricky because with a single Amulet and 2 Titans, Maybe I should have played the Grove Chamber last turn, so I can play Crumbling Vestige on this turn and make red to haste. Because what do I do now? It'd be way better to have a Pact instead of one of the Analysts to Titans to Analyst. My opponent, of course, Ramen Charm is also a possibility. They're skipping land drops, yet they're keeping up mana. Can't get to 9 mana, right? Well, maybe I can. I have a plan. Loses to Trap and Charm, though. Doesn't lose to Discharge. Technically, I don't have to die. Well, I died. Who was on the play? I think I was on the play. Alright. One doesn't even bother shooting with the bombardment because why? What about Lotus Myco copy last turn? I was going to Myco, but yeah, that's true. I should have done that. You're right. I was thinking of a way to do that and I couldn't put it together, but I was supposed to go Lotus Field, Mycosynth Gardens, copy, have 2 floating, play bounce land afterwards, have 6 mana, play the other Titan. At which point I should be able to cobble something together around Trap and Charm, even if it was just a Cultivator Colossus turn. Yeah, so good point, good catch, Kahoot, Dudrayan. What I wanted to do is I wanted to attack first to get Mycosynth during attacks and a bounce land, but I could have just done that without entering combat, so great point. My bad. At least hand is great still. Ocelot Pride. Well, if I draw Mycosynth Gardens, I copy at sorcery speed. Not gonna be great if they were there, but Ajani, that's alright. Alright, simple. So now on the draw, was a bit harder, but not by very much. I mean, you don't mulligan those. Is that a potential turn 2? Yeah, if I draw a bounce land. Love to see Guide of Souls. And not either of the other. 1-drops. So now let's think, do I need to play out my Amulet on turn 1? Because I think I don't. I might just go turn 2, play Amulet, Gruul Turf, play Amulet, Grazer. Yeah, I don't need to. I don't need to expose it. I just play Boseiju pass, which makes my opponent more likely to tap out for an Ajani or whatnot. See, Ajani. Nákadl parája. Oj, bro. Pretty awesome that I even got to hold the Amulet. My hand was just so good that I didn't need to expose it to Static Prison and still won on turn 2. Yeah, it was a turn 2. It was turn 2, don't play Amulet on turn 1. Which was the craziest part of it. Perhaps an expedition map waiting room. But very well could be a turn to win if I draw a bounce land. Plus a Grazer of my Spelunking, or if I draw a Lotus Field. So I guess not that likely. Feels like I should play the Tolaria West, because the only tapped source of blue is of double blue would be Grove Chamber anyways. Did I do my free Commander Cube preview league yet? I did not, no. Maybe I will never do it actually. Expedition map. Well, I have no map in my deck, but it is going to be a no map moment. Which weirdly enough happened to me against Prowess the most often. I don't know why. Like, there's no particular reason why about the Prowess deck that would make it true, but it just lines up that way. Hope my opponent has seen a bounce land. Reap. Well, at least I have a blocker. But still need to top deck a bounce land. I think we had a no map situation yesterday as well. Any comments on the new Amulet toy spoiled yesterday? Alright, hit me. What is the new toy? Summon Titan? What the fuck? Summon Titan? Oh, this would be so funny. If my deck played Summon Titan, mill 5, return all lands from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Until end of turn on the target, blah 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 blah. Seems bad. To jest kurwa, gdzie mój konstrukt? Why couldn't I block? Bug? Well, lost to no map. On the play, I don't like sideboarding anything really. The sweepers and dismembers, this is all kind of bad interactions, and you don't need it to win. Holy shit, it's raining really hard, chat. Hey, have you considered playing Expedition map? It can be tutored off Saga and lets you find any land in your deck, yeah. I'm not sure what I would cut though. Probably just the 7th bounce land though. Or 2nd Mycosynth. One of those. Yeah, well obviously Slugfests by definition almost that's the case. Don't cut anything, that also went through my mind, but I mean I can cut and explore as well. Just only run 3 explores. It's bad, but sometimes you need to do bad things. What's the worst thing you've ever done? I don't know, and if I knew I wouldn't want to answer, so... Nice consign. Slick shot show off. Preordain, okay. What's the best thing I've ever done? I don't actually know. So I think I'll carry bounce land in the end. Which is a little bit counterproductive. I think my opponent did not have spell pierce. That is specifically why they tapped out. And they wouldn't if they had it. So on the draw I could technically dismember the show-offs. to not die to the double strike combat trick. But I still think I prefer to just not sideboard. Their interaction is minimal, my deck is faster. It's that simple. To przesada. Mutageni Grove upkeep. Their hand must be really good. Or they just enjoy keeping one-landers for lulz. Swift Spear. Swift Spear, okay. They have 2 spells in hand? 2 cards in hand? That doesn't even seem that good. They kept on top, so they wasted damage, yeah. Good point. Seems like I'm winning on turn 2 again. Don't tell Spike. Alright, no need to add map then. Worked out just fine in the end. What emotions do you feel, chat, when I turn to kill a person? Nothing. Maybe pity. Maybe cringe. Disgust. Proud. That's nice. A little bad. Like a little bit of pity for the opponent. I know of one specific matchup and of what I feel if it happens. If I turn to kill Spike, I feel just genuine fear and terror. Because I know I'm playing a risky game. The Spike lobby has instilled fear in the average Magic player. So true, yeah. Is Amulet Titan the ultimate Magic deck? It's very much a Magic deck, yeah. Let's play. We have time until round 3 anyways, so... Should I transmute it for a Hanweir? Doesn't matter. How long would this turn take in paper? Would it be faster or slower? Faster. Like, it still takes a little bit of time if your opponent actually doesn't know what's going on and they want to see an explanation of everything. But pretty quickly you say, I loop. I do that infinite amount of times, then I do that infinite amount of times. To which they say, okay, I understand. What's the size of my beasts? 13, 13. Pretty good size. You can't say infinite. Why? I just do. Can you say you don't understand? Yeah. In the time span since MH3 release? Yeah. Well, I couldn't play against Energy earlier, right? So I guess since I picked up Amulet, which was after Nadu ban. Oh, kurna, Belcher. Probably bad to play the Grazer, maybe. I don't know. No, just since the Nadu ban. Blood Moon. No wykurwisty deczek masz, ziomeczku. Cieszę się, że tutaj zagramy w Majola. Czy pożyczysz 4 opale na chwilkę? No, traduj. Co tam, traduj. Since Nadu, then probably less. No, but I wasn't playing Titan during Nadu, I was playing Nadu. Highway robbery, no nieźle. I did play one showcase challenge where I won, and I played against 11? I played against Energy 11 times that day alone. Yeah, I did not play Titan in the period between MH3 release and Nadu ban. How is our matchup against Moonstompy? It does suck. Vexing Bauble does nothing, right? Ouphe seems okay. Shit, I missed the Ouphe. Absolutely, yeah. Should have brought the Ouphe. Kind of funny how dominant energy is in Modern but shit in Legacy. Yeah, yeah. It's very funny. That's literally so funny. Probably should play Vesuva, copy Mystic Peak. Okay. Yes, I will untap. And Force of Vigor now. Better Union. Better than what? Bro dares to misspell my name in the chat like that. I trust you, well, as you should. Guess this Belcher deck, Force of Vigor, seems better than Collector Ouphe. I probably should switch. I don't have any ways to search the Collector Ouphe anyways. Oh, Blood Moon spamming. Keep 7. I have no bounce land, which maybe means I should mulligan. Given that Saga opening is kinda unreliable anyways. Go to 5. Like goof now. Hoping for a moon hand, another combo hand. Energy can't even beat a single Ballad Thread Spy. What if they play main deck Ravenous Trap? Why did we spend the treasure? Save free life, I guess. Oh, Valakut Stoneforge. It was in tap land. Understandable then. Ironcrack Feet. Well, hoping it's a Storm Scale Scion and not a Belcher. Whoa. Shatter Skull. Holy shit. Well. No nie. No nie. Belcher. Maybe Villain brought a mountain. Guess I could have pacted for Ouphe, maybe that's better. Did I bring Ouphe or did I forget for the second time? No, I forgot, so. Opponent brought no mountain, just belched me. So I forgot to board Ouphe twice anyways, but nice deck, bro.